Uganda nalulungiwa kune gwange donde yazalibwa mu nze Uganda yange n'okujagala sasoma wabula butonde kankula museko mama Uganda ekkula l'Afrika bwakedde tweyagalira eno bona kibalumira eri abatafuna kwebyo birungi Uganda byerina kwagala nnyo Uganda
tubaaniriza ku program tulambule wano ku KBS TV buli lwa Sande essaawa 4:2 ez'ekiro. Tukyali Kidepo National Park. Kidepo Valley National Park yatandikanga ekifo kye batakkiriza kuyingiramu mu mwaka gwa 1954 ate oluvannyuma mu 1958 ne kifuulwa ekifo ekikuumirwamu ebisolo. Kidepo mu 1962 yafuulwa National Park mu mwaka gwe gumu Uganda mwe yafunira obwetoowaze ku Bangereza. Paaka eno Kidepo erina square kilomita 1,402 era ye paaka eyokusatu mu Uganda mu bunene. Kidepo yennyini erina ebiwonvu bibiri. Tulina ekiwonvu kya Narrows ekisangibwa mu kitundu ky'obugwanjuba bwa paaka. Bwe tuli kiyitibwa ekiwonvu kya Narrows ekitundu ku nsozi ezo.
To be a virgin park. Why? Because there are no communities living inside there in the park. It is only the park staff and the wildlife. Kidepo Valley National Park started as a control hunting area in 1954, and then in 1958 it was gazetted as a game reserve. Why? Because there were so many animals growing up in the area, and also it was to control the movement of the animals outside the park boundary, and also to control the local community from cutting out the wood because of tsetse flies. Kidepo Valley National Park gazetted officially now as a national park in 1962. In 1962, that was when Uganda got independent from the British. This park, Kidepo, has 1,442 square kilometers, and it is the third biggest park in Uganda. Kidepo itself has two valleys. We have Narrows Valley, which is in the southern part of the park, where we are is called Narrows Valley, which extends up to those mountain ranges. That is Lomech Range, as you see, and it goes up to the OP side. That is where the boundary of Kidepo and then Narrows Valley is. And then when you go to the western side, we have Napore and the Nyang'e ranges. Those are the ones bordering the park from this other side. Actually, this park, Kidepo, is bordered by two countries. We have South Sudan, which is in the northern part of the park. When you look at that pyramid hill there, that is where 5 kilometers from that pyramid hill you reach the border of the park with South Sudan. When you go to the south, is bordered by the local tribe called the Dodod. East is bordered by Kenya. This park, Kidepo, has a variety of animal species. We have about 86 species of mammals, and then we have 475 species of birds. To mention a few, we have elephants, big herds of elephants, which normally disappear during the rain season. But during the dry season, you'll find many of them are inside the park. Why? Because from outside the park boundaries, the local communities always set bushfires, which elephants of course fear, and then they come inside the park. And also because of water points, you find that during the dry season, there are no water outside the park boundary. It is only Narrows Valley which contains water throughout the year. So you find that the elephants come and drink water in the Narrows Valley. And also because of these fruits called the balanites or the desert dates, during the dry season, most of them give fruits. So elephants normally come and feed on those balanites along in Narrows Valley. We also have the giraffes, which population has gone to about 200 giraffes here in Kidepo. We also have the Uganda corps, as you are seeing. On the right there, we have some animals there, the Uganda corps and also the Jackson Heartbeats. So we are now having a very good number of Uganda corps around Narrows Valley, and also sometimes some of them go to the community land. We also have animals like the waterbucks. We have the cliff springers, also those ones live along the mountains. We have the zebras also, and it is only in Kidepo and Lake Mburu and sometimes Pianupe that you can get zebras in the whole of Uganda, and these are the busheli type of zebras that we have here in Uganda. So Kidepo actually has also a very good number of birds. We have the endemic ones like the black-breasted barbet, which are only found in Kidepo. We have the Clapperton's francolin, which are only found in Kidepo. We also have the rose-ring parakeet, which is also found in Kidepo. We have the yellow-necked sparrow found in Kidepo. We have the Verex eagles. We have the brown snake eagles. And we also have one of the big birds. Those are the ostriches. They are only found in Kidepo. As we continue, we also have some mountains here in Kidepo. As I told you, we have Lomech, and then we have Emili, and then we have Lonyeli Mountain. But the highest peak is the Morungole Mountain, which is about 2,950 meters above sea level. And part of the park passes through Morungole Mountains, and part of it is for the community. Those are the Ik people, are the ones which live on Mount Morungole. So as far as the history of the Karamojongs are concerned, when they came from the Ethiopian islands, they divided themselves. Some of them remain in Sudan. Those are the Toposa of South Sudan. And then as they continue, some of them came to Kenya. Those are the Turkana of Kenya. And then the others, like the Hicks and the Dodos, climbed the escarpment, and then they settled in the Morungole Mountains. So you are most welcome. That is a bit of the history that I can tell you. As we continue on our nature walk, I will be explaining to you more on wildlife and also the bird species that we shall come across. Thank you.
Erinaanye South Sudan eri mu bukiikakkono bwa paaka. Bw'otunuulira olusozi olwa Pyramid awo, weewaali kilomita 5 okuva ku lusozi olwo olwa Pyramid. Omulambuzi waffe atunnyonnyodde ebintu ebisangibwa mu paaka eno, era olunaku olwaleero tugenda kutunuulira okutambulira mu butonde oba ensiko. Lwaki tukola nature walk? Mu butuufu kwe kulaba ekintu mu nsiko nga amagumba g'ebisolo, ebimuli ebimu, ebigere by'ensolo n'ebirala bingi.
Something in the field like the carcasses of animals, some flowers, the footprints of animals, the droppings, the termite mounds, and also some rubbing posts of some other animals. So a nature walk also is to exercise yourself. You know, there are some other clients which sit right from Kampala up to Kidepo Valley National Park. So they get tired in the vehicle. So they prefer nature walk in order to strengthen up their body parts like their muscles. So in a nature walk, we normally conduct in a flat place like this one, where we are able to see some dangerous animals like buffaloes, elephants, lions, or leopards. And in the nature walk, normally we get also some plants like the Sodom apples, some other trees like the cactus, the candelabrum. As you are seeing, one of them is there. To explain something about the cactus, the candelabrum, it is one of the milky trees, and also it is a poisonous tree. Once when the milk drops in your hand, it causes some blisters in your body. And also, if the milk drops in your eye, it causes you to become blind. So it's one of the dangerous plants that we have here. And also the roots, its roots are also used in the treatment, like women who give birth. The decoction of the fruit is given to women so that it cures that after birth. That's what we call normally after birth. So a woman is given such roots and then takes off carefully, and then that thing stops. We also get some plants like the solanum or the Sodom apple. It has some, when it gets ready, it becomes yellow. And these plants here are normally being eaten by animals like the duikers, the porcupines. And here in Karamoja, those plants are used also in the treatment. If you have a toothache which is paining you, you can get the plant, you cut it into half, then you squeeze the juice into the painful part of the tooth. It reduces the pain. And also, it is used to cure a ear problem when you have also pain in the ear. The same plant juice is put inside the ear and it cures. And also here in Karamoja, there are times when the Karamojong ladies try to make tattoos on their bodies. They cut their bodies. They get that plant, they rub against the place which has been cut. It clots the blood, it stops the blood from bleeding. And then there, the tattoos now come out in a good way, okay? So to go back to this carcass here, this is for the buffalo. This one, I think that it has taken 1 week. If the head was to be here, we would have identified either it was a male or a female. But I presume that it is a male. So normally, when we get such carcasses, when they are clean like this, it is being cleaned by vultures. Then after the vultures, then the hyenas now come and hit the bones. And sometimes hyenas, during the dry season, they collect all these bones, they take into their den. And then when rain comes, they bring them out so that the rain can beat them to become soft, and then they start enjoying, okay? And when you look at the ribs of a buffalo, they are all compact together. That's why you find when buffaloes are fighting, the horn cannot penetrate inside the stomach. Those ribs there protect the horns from getting inside the stomach, okay? And I think this one was a male buffalo, so it has been cleaned up by the vultures and then the jackals and the hyenas.
When we are doing a nature walk, it's always 1.5 hours to 2 hours. So when you're doing a walk, you don't expect to walk for the whole day. It is 1.5, and what we expect to study or what we expect to see in a walk is our footprints, animal droppings, animal carcass, and plants. And then to add on is to exercise yourself.
Kale okutambula mu butonde nakyo kiri ku dduyiro weeka. Tutambulira mu muddo omumpi tusobole okulaba ensolo enkambwe nga enjovu, empologoma oba engo. Bw'oba okoze nature walk tusuubira okulaba ebisolo wabula bw'oba obirabye oguba mukisa. mbajjukiza nti nga 18 April week ejja tugenda Kalangala era tukoma Lwakusatu okuwandiisa.
Embeera y'obudde nzikakamu akasana akabobe n'akawewo akava ku nnyanja
nga tuzzeeyo ku Nature Walk ebintu bingi by'osobola okuyigiramu naddala eddagala nga emiti gino bwe baginnyonnyola.
This is called the tamarind tree or Tamarinda indicus. So most of these trees bear fruits during the dry season. So its fruits normally are very sour and it's being eaten by baboons, and also people eat them. For us here, we normally get the fruits, we mix it into hot water and then filter the water, use it for cooking porridge, and also it is used for cooking bread, local bread. Mix it in hot water, then you mingle it with bread, and also it clears still the same sore throat. And also when you have stomach problems, you take the juice. It clears all those diseases in the stomach. So, and also sometimes when you get the one which is very whole, it has some holes inside it. And of course, in those holes, sometimes the bees come and nest it. They make their bee hives inside there. When you are seeing, you can see in that small hole, those are bees which are trying to nest inside there.
Tamarinda plant is a very unique plant. It is a plant that grows on desert areas, semi-arid areas. It cannot grow in places with very cold temperatures. It is an indigenous plant. It takes many years to grow, and it is a plant that you find in savanna places. It is being enjoyed by baboons and then human beings. Nowadays, there is a juice called Tamarinda juice.
Uganda yange el'okujagala sasoma wabula butonde kankula museko mama Uganda ekkula ly'Afrika bwakedde tweyagalira eno bona kibalimire eri abatafuna kwebyo birungi Uganda byerina kwagala nnyo Uganda.
Here we have two types of trees. The one with fruits scientifically is called Kigelia africana, and the other one there is called the balanitis or the desert dates. To start with the one with fruits, those fruits, English name, they are called the sausage fruits. Why? Because the fruits look like sausage. And the fruit is eaten by elephants, baboons, buffaloes also eat. And the giraffes, they eat the flowers or the leaves. This fruit here, when the elephants eat too much of it, it irritates them. They feel that they are drunk. And sometimes when you get an elephant sleeping, you find it snoring after eating a lot of those fruits. And for medication, some local tribes get the fruit, they pound it, and they use it in the treatment of some venereal diseases like syphilis, and also it's used in the treatment of back, if you have back pain. And also it treats ulcers, okay? And some other local tribes make alcohol out of these fruits here, and they take it, and the alcohol is bitter. And to go to the next one is called the balanitis or the desert dates. During the months of January like that, you find it bears a lot of fruits which are very sweet, and those fruits are eaten by human beings. Also elephants eat, as I told you, and also the jackal eat. And from the fruit they also make some oil from that fruit. Our local community get the fruit, they dry it, they fry it, then they get the seed from inside, and then they pound it in order to make what? Some cooking oil. And for the case of the leaves, Our people here in Karamoja get the leaves, they make a sauce from it, they mix it with simsim paste or groundnut paste. The leaves are bitter, then you eat it. For example, during the time of Corona 1, our local people were feeding on this type of tree here, the balanitis. And the fruit, when you eat it every time, it clears. If you have a sore throat, it clears the throat, it becomes very smooth.
Here are 2 plants. The one with the spiking thorns is called acacia, and then the next one here is a camel hoof tree. These plants survive in desert areas, in savanna areas. They are drought resistant. You see, we are just from the dry season, but this one is bearing fresh leaves. This one is being enjoyed, the leaves are being enjoyed by the giraffes. The fresh leaves are being enjoyed by the giraffes. Then elephant eats the whole plant, including the thorns. Just here, you can see the spider webs. They are also nesting here. The spiders make their webs here so that they can attract the insects. Once the insect gets trapped on this web, the spider will know that it will start shaking. Then the spider will know that there is an insect here. So it will come out to check, is it the edible one or it is not the edible one? And then you can find some ants around this plant. This plant has some nectar. So the ants come to nest here because they know they can get some nectar out of it. Back to the camel hoof tree. It was given the name camel hoof because of the shape of the leaf. The leaf is exactly the shape of a camel hoof. That's where the name camel hoof tree originated from.
Bw'oba oyagala okulaba ebisolo, awo okola kye bayita game drive, okuvugira mu paaka nga oli ne guide. Tubajjukiza Kalangala nga 18 April week ejja era nga okwewandiisa kukoma Lwakusatu. Eyo nga tuvuddeyo mbajjukiza Kalangala nga 18 April era wano akulira ebyobulambuzi Kalangala kayogereko naffe.
Nazaalibwa mu Uganda era nkulidde mu Uganda nalulungi wakune gwange ddonde. Yazaalibwa mu nsi Uganda yange era okujagala sasa.
Njagala okubakakasa nti wadde nga abantu bakosebwa mu ngeri emu eyo njawulo n'obulamu ne bugenda naye ebyobulambuzi bisigadde nga byebimu nga bwe byali era njagala okusaba abalambuzi baffe mwenna abadde bategese trip okujja e Kalangala mu biseera bya Easter temukusazaamu bulambuzi obwo mbadde mutegese mujje mulambule Kalangala ali seefu nga bwe yali. Ebimu ku bifo byaffe bye tutunuulidde nnyo mu Kalangala ebisinga okusikiriza abantu the resorts oba beaches ziri safe, then ebifo byaffe ebyobuwangwa byonna byebimu nga bwe byali nga mwe muli embuga zaffe enkulu, mulimu Kiwummulo, mulimu ebifo ebirabika obulungi, amabalama g'ennyanja amalungi, omuli Lutoboka, omuli Sozi, omuli Perikani, n'ebifo byaffe ng'ebyobuwangwa omuli Luggo, omuli Nsesetri, omuli Mapeera pilgrimage site, omuli Henry Martin Stanley, okusingira ddala ebiri ku Bugala kuno. Eki island oba ekizinga ekisinga okuba ekyenkizo mu bulambuzi byonna omulambuzi yenna yeetaze okujja okubirambula aleme kwesibamu ajje. Era njagala okubategeeza mu ngeri y'emu nti activities oba ebikolebwa mu bulambuzi mu Kalangala omuli ezo boat cruises, bird watching, nature walks, forest walks, byonna bikyatambula nga bwe byatambula awatali kutataaganyizibwa kwonna. Era n'ensoko yennyini nga bwemanyi ebyobulambuzi nakyo kati kyafuuse kya bulambuzi. Era oyo ayagala okujja okulaba okukosebwa bwe kwali waddembe naye okujja nayo ne tumuyisizaamu embeera nga bwe yali. Naye ng'ebyobulambuzi bikyagenda mu maaso.
Abalabi baffe abalungi aba program tulambule ku KBS bulijjo oze Emma mulambuzi amuwe Kalangala tero bagamba tino Kalangala taggwa buwonge. So Kalangala nga bulijjo ffe tubalindiridde ku Easter. So bino ebyo ebifo byaffe bikyaliwo ebyo eby'ensooka byemuwulira ebyo byaggwa Kalangala fine byaliwo naye tebyakwata ku yabulambuzi byaffe. So wano tugenda Balaga Sparkle City nekyaliwo haya booking yaffe we tulindiridde buli omu tugenda kubaana omuziki tugenda kukyakala tugenda kulya tugenda kunywa ku Easter. So mwenna tubakoola abali ebweru abali wonna abatulaba abali wonna mujje ku Hotel Sparkles mujje Kalangala tunyumirwe. So kuno Easter kigwerano ku Sparkles.
Amanya nze Natukunda Priska Kevin okuva ku Sparkles Lounge ndi wano okubagamba ku offers za Easter n'okubagamba ku biri ku Sparkles. Tuyina rooms ennungi, tuyina gardens ennungi, tuyina section bar, then ne lounge. Mwabagala okola baby showers, abagala okola surprise parties, abagala okola birthday parties, engagement, wonna tuyina ebifo ebirungi mwe bisobola okukolera. Ababeera mu SCs musobola okujja Kalangala ne mubaako mwezo SC ne mujja ne mubeerako ku mpewo y'ennyanja, then ne nature ne mulaba ku nature. Mulaba wentudde tulina gardens ennungi wonna walungi. Ng'ogenda ku bookinga kati tukukima okuva ku ferry ng'oyitidde Entebbe tukukima ate ne tukuzaayo. Essaawa zino eno price ziri ku nnomo, bookinga amangu ziri ku nnomo, naye wonna bookinga late of course tujja kuba tukulinyisaamuko ku price, naye as per now buli kimu kiri ku nnomo. Yes, tukulambuza n'okulambuza ku bbeeyi eyo gy'oba obookingiddeko ne tukulambuza around Kalangala n'olaba ku bifo by'enjawulo of islands, ennyanja, emiti, buli wamu ne tukulambuzaawo kweyo price oba ng'obookinze katikati.
Sikakamu akasana akabobe n'akawewa akava ku nnyanja olunetonya tonolaba bwe tubaza emmere mu butonde eyo tebanja ejjuni ensujju n'amaleewa n'akalo okkosa ettooke bobe soli wagwe jangu tulye wagala nnyo Uganda saabasaliza banambeerere ebibira ennyanja n'emigga
kuno ku Easter weekend tubepikidde tubalindiridde tugenda vuga ku mbalaasi ziri ku kizinga kuno nno osanga oziraba mu nsina naye kati ziri ku kizinga tugenda zivuga nno mwattu ayi tugenda nagenda ne ku boat cruise mugenda kulaba ku boat cruise n'abo abajja naffe mujje twongere tulabe osanga weerabira jangu tulye ku bulamu ku mazzi.
Era njagala twala omukisa guno okoola abalambuzi baffe mwenna gye muli mu ggwanga ne wabweru w'eggwanga mujje Easter mutwegatteko Kalangala ng'entegeka yammwe bweri. Ebisulo byaffe bigule birungi nnyo tumaze okubeetegekera activities zaffe zonna ziri set tuli beetegefu okubaaniriza mu ngeri yonna mujje Kalangala nga bulijjo tujja kubawa akaseera akalungi temujja kwejjusa.
Twachegera yagenda twawuka ennimi zaffe ezisomeyo mwana tebeeza eno Uganda. Bookinga kati ojje tunyumirwe Kalangala.